Hey guys, this is Peyman Moradi and I'm here to teach you how to use the PD fabric generator here in Substance 3D Painter to create different fabric for your clothes. First of all, go to the File menu, click on Import Resources, Add Resources, then open the folder where you have downloaded the PD fabric generator. Select it and click on Open. Here I select base material and assign it to my current project. Then click on Import. It will be added to your asset browser here and you can drag it on your model. Just that. Great. And now open the shader setting window and select another shader, this one, PBR Metal Rough with Alpha Blending. Okay, close this window and go to the texture set setting. Here in channels, you should add emissive channel and opacity channel to your channels. And we have a size option here. And by this size option, we can change the size of our texture, our output texture. Look at it, please. Here, fabric quality is not good enough, but if we increase it and select 4K, then we get much better quality on our fabric. But for increase the speed of the process, we will leave it on 2K. Okay, and go back to the layer panel. Okay, I think it's better to delete this one. Now go to the parameters. Open the pattern group. You will see two switches. If you want to use A collection, you have to set both switches to collection A. Collection A has 5 different categories: flora, fruit, butterfly, animal, and emojis. We can select each one that you want. Now I select fruit. You can see fruits pattern on our fabric, our clothes. Butterflies. Okay. Animal. Each category has 20 different patterns, and you are able to apply each one that you want on your fabric. And by this style option, you can scale your patterns. Offset and rotation parameters are also available to set some required setting. Then I go to the collection B and set both switches to collection B. Here we have 15 different categories and each one has 20 different pattern as collection A categories. I want to show you some of those categories, and at least I want to select flat, and maybe this pattern is good for our test. I think it's better to scale the pattern by tile option and rotate it 45 degrees by rotation option. It's time to apply our colors. We have 2 different subgroup in color group: pattern colors group and background color. Here we have these 4 options for changing our colors. Any color that you want to apply on your pattern. I select this color, for example, and here I have HSL here, saturation and luminosity slider to change all pattern colors together, just by moving these sliders. I reset them to the default value. Okay. And now it's time to apply background color. Here we have two different color modes for background color. The first one is solid color, and we can apply any color that we want. But the second one, if I click on this switch, it turned to multicolor, and now we see multicolor on our background. Let's change the texture size to 4K. Great, it's so beautiful. Okay, we have 4 different parameters to change the background color in multicolor mode: hue, saturation, and luminosity. And variety parameter. Okay, since this background color mode is related to our chosen texture, we go to the texture group and change the background texture here by this slider. Now you see how it affected on our background color. It's great. It's really lovely. Okay. Now I want to choose a simple one. Okay. And we have also pattern texture parameters, but to show you, I think it's better to choose a simple pattern. Then I go back to the pattern and select polka dots. I think first one or second one is as simple as that I want. I change the scale by here. We see our pattern texture follow the background texture, but here in texture group we have a texture blending option that has 3 different modes. In the second mode, we can choose a separate texture for our pattern. Watch it please, it's really cool. And we are able to change both pattern and background texture tile. And the third blending mode applies a combination of pattern texture and background texture on the pattern. Okay, I think it's time to go to the rough metal group. Here we have these 4 different parameters: pattern roughness, background roughness, pattern metallic, and background metallic. I want to decrease the pattern roughness and increase its metallic. And now I think it's better to have specular on my background. Then I decrease its roughness. Okay, it's great. Beautiful. Here we have some other options. I open the opacity group. We have a switch to create a transparent fabric or a opaque fabric. Now you see it becomes a transparent fabric. Imagine how amazing you can set the transparency of background and pattern separately. I do really like it. It's really beautiful. Now I set the pattern transparency to 1 and zoom on the model. Okay, we can change the background texture, any texture that we want. I like to choose a simple pattern, first one maybe, or 17. It's better to set the texture blending on second mode. Here we have a transparent background, but our pattern is not. It's really beautiful. Okay, I turn it off and go to MSC option. If you wanna illuminate your fabric and create a reflective or high-vis fabric, you just need to turn on this switch, and then you get 4 parameters to control the emissivity of pattern and background separately. And also you have 2 hue parameters for each one, and you're able to change the color of it, our pattern color and our emissive color on it. Well, now let's make the fabric seen at the beginning of this video. Turn it off please, and pay attention to the settings I will do. Here in texture group, I assign 20 for pattern texture and use the third background texture. Increase it, maybe 8 or 9 maybe is better. Okay. I go back to the pattern group and I set the polka dot to 9 and 3 times tile for that, or maybe 2 is better. Yeah. Now going to the color, background color, I decrease the saturation and increase the luminosity. I think maybe this one is good enough. I apply a yellow color for the first one and orange for second one. Okay, just that. And here in rough metal group, I want to increase the background roughness. Maybe here is good. Yeah. After applying the settings, we can see the output of our texturing in the rendering window by pressing this camera icon, the render icon, you're on top right corner. I've already applied some settings for our rendering, which you can see in the video, like selecting Studio 6 for our HDRI environment, and here checking the clear color and apply a dark gray color for it. Setting the focal length to 50, and here changing the rendering time to 200 seconds. Here is a save render button to save the render as a image file on your PC. Okay, let's go back to the painting and add some other details with normal parameters here in normal group. zoom in on the model, and as you see, I use the normal intensity to determine the intensity of texture bump. And by use this additional option, I mean fractal bump and regular bump, we can add more details to our fabric normal map. I turn the fractal bump on, increase the tile option here, and now changing the fractal bump slider. We have 20 different fractal bumps here. It's too slow. I think it's better to decrease the texture size to 2K. Great. This one, I like this one. Turn on the regular bump here by this switch. Increase regular bump, tiles 2, and now it's time to select the regular bump that you want. This one, maybe this one, yeah. I like it, and I wish you like it too. Okay, great. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. You're able to get this amazing material in my ArtStation store by clicking on the link in the caption. Thank you for watching this video.